Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear viewers, I'm very thankful to all of you who are watching my lectures on YouTube. Today the topic which I am going to present that is human rights. Human rights, what are human rights? So actually human rights, these are the fundamental rights that belong to every person simply by being a human beings. What are the basic principle of human rights? So the basic principle of human rights that is equality, non-discrimination, universality. So these are the main basic principle of human rights. So you will have to take much care about it. You should provide justice, equality, non-discrimination and universality. In World War II, Nazi autocrats against specific groups of peoples, United Nations founded in 1945 to maintain the peace and promote the human rights. As we know that we are living in such society and we are facing a lot of problems. Being a human beings, it's our social responsibility to be munificent. You know, there are 30 human rights. The first one is Universal Declaration of Human Rights in 1948. So do you know your rights? So the first human right is freedom of speech. In Article 19, that everyone has the right to freedom of opinion and expression. This right includes freedom to hold opinion without interference and to seek, receive and impart information and ideas through any media and regardless of frontiers. You have a right. You have a right to speak. If someone is doing injustice, inequality, so you have a right to raise your slogans. This freedom can be limited. Freedom of speech means this freedom can be limited. It may be in the form of insult, it may be in the form of hate speech, it may be in the form of stimulating violence. But only in some cases, because the law also protect the peoples against government trying to silence them. The second one is freedom of torture. So freedom of torture, according to Article 5, no one shall be subjected to torture or to cruel, inhuman or degrading treatment or punishment. Freedom from torture means inflicting severe pain or suffering, whether mental or physical, to get information or to punish. There are some classical example of torture. The United States use torture on a large scale against terrorism suspects, claiming the suspect had given up their rights. At the same time, the president was released from the jails. More human rights. These are maybe in the form of life, liberty, slavery, privacy, education, work, freedom, language. No, there is no discrimination on the basis of color or race. and there are some categories. What are the basic categories of rights? So the absolute rights can never be limited. Torture, slavery, discriminations, limited rights can be limited for certain cases. Liberty, qualified rights can be limited up to circumstances, state of emergency, war, educations and expressions. Human rights at home. Human rights at home mean in England and Wales, Human Rights Act 1998. So same rights is the, as we know, UK court will decide if a right was violated. After that, you could go higher up to the European Court of the Human Rights. 20,000 cases from 47 countries and almost 1,500 cases from UK per year. So 10 guilty verdicts. What are the future challenges? And human rights, the future challenges which were asylum from refugees, and some people escape countries with terrible human rights, but they are not always welcome in other countries. Gender rights, to equal employment should be given to all, and equal pay and equal access should be there. But here is injustice. So this was a short overview about human rights, and inshallah in my upcoming lectures, inshallah I will talk about many more topics, and thank you so much.